Hello everyone and welcome back to Passion Sundays, the best way to end the week and start another. Our guest today pursued her passion till she became known as the 48-hour author. She helps entrepreneurs, experts and coaches get their first book out in 48 hours. Natasa Denman, thank you very much for being with us today.
Moustafa. Yeah, I'm very excited.
I am excited. I love what you do. I mean, you take
you.
something that's so complicated and break it down to be achievable in 48 hours.
Yes.
So tell me a bit more about what you're doing.
Well, yes, we help people get it done in just a weekend because we want them to grow their businesses and skyrocket their credibility out there, whatever they're a thought leader in. So
In 48 hours?
In 48 hours.
How did you do that? I mean, it takes people lots of time to figure out a book, and you figured out a way to do it in 48 hours only?
Yes. Well, the books are spoken out. They're not actually typed, which means in 5 hours, people get to speak out 40 to 45,000 words, which is really a huge amount when you think about it. But it's with the proper planning, preparation, templates, and everything that I have developed, makes it super easy, even for those who might be worried about speaking.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
And then how did you come up with such a process?
Well, my journey starts about 7 years ago when I quit I didn't quit my job yet, but my husband did lose a business, which was our rock bottom moment, and which shifted me into a coaching business. That coaching business had no niche until I realized, oh my God, I have to solve a problem. So I wrote my first book on weight loss. And actually my first niche was ultimate weight loss, lose the last 10 kilos. And what that did is skyrocketed my credibility, which meant that in 90 days I was fully booked as a coach finally, after only making $7,000 in the first year when I had nothing.
Wow.
And as time progressed, other health and wellness practitioners started coming to me and saying, how did you write this book? Can you show us how to develop products? And one day I wrote another book, which was over 48 hours, and I realized I could reverse engineer this and offer it to people as a solution to help them build their brand and their credibility. So that's what I've been doing. The last 3.5 years, we've run 15 retreats and helped 150 people write their books in just 48 hours.
Wow, that's a lot of books. So, but what made you want to even write a book on your own in 48 hours? You must have been under certain pressure?
Oh, yes, you're right. Yeah, well, it was a book that I co-wrote with someone else, and we were both very busy at this stage because I had already had my first book. And so I said to her, let's go away on a weekend, and we actually intended to type, because we were only writing half a book each, let's say. But then as we were getting ready for the weekend, and I had interviewed someone just like you're doing right now, and I had transcribed the interview, and I realized that that's much faster than actually, sitting there slaving away at a computer. So when me and this other person went away, we decided that we'd speak for 17 to 20 minutes per chapter, and that would give us the whole book and the content. And we only completed in 3 hours that whole weekend. It only took us 3 hours.
Wow, that's amazing. I love how you actually turned around a challenge that was facing you, that as you're describing it, that it was rock bottom, and you made something really amazing out of it just by pursuing your passion.
Yes.
So 2 questions come into mind here. How did you find passion when times are tough? Because usually in a time like this, your husband lost a job and you've been coaching for a year, you've only made $7,000. I mean, that's a time usually for people to quit and say nothing's working for me.
Yes. I'm very consistent at taking action, and my mum always said to me, every beginning is hard. So I always remember that when I start something new, that I have to push through. And I think if you put enough effort for a couple of years, I've sort of figured out it takes 2 years to have a breakthrough, but you've got to be putting focused effort, action, and be consistent. That's exactly how long, when I had that turnaround point for my own business. So that's how I kept going. And luckily, my husband did get another job very quickly, so we were just making ends meet.
Wow, amazing. Well, when you're talking about just making ends meet, I know you've just kind of or about to hit a 7-figure business now.
Already over 7 figures.
Already over 7 figure, and
1.5.
1.5, and that's in less than.
Well, we're about to celebrate 7 years in business, but we hit that milestone about 4 years in. So we've been consistent now for the last 3 years.
And that was barely from making ends meet, just by staying consistent at your passion.
That's right.
And then the next question comes up is, you did not clearly know that was your passion, getting into publishing or helping people find their voice or their book. So Did you at times doubt that what you were doing was your passion? Were you always looking for the next thing?
Yes. Well, for 3.5 years, I evolved, if you like.
Okay.
You know, from the weight loss to the product development, doing a lot of business mentoring of small business owners, but I didn't have my thing like that signature thing, if you like. And then as I evolved, it took 3.5 years to figure out it was Ultimate 48-Hour Author. And now there's been 3.5 years of that signature thing going really well, and we're taking it to the US next month.
Awesome.
So
and hopefully we're getting to Dubai also soon.
Yes,
hopefully we're getting to Dubai soon. Natasha, I love it. I'm not going to call you the 48-hour author. I'm going to say 48 hours to turn your passion into a book.
Love it.
Awesome.
Love it. Thank you so
very much for being with us today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Passion! What do you think? I would really love to hear your opinion. So if you find this episode useful, write your comments on the blog below and share it with your friends. And if you'd like more tools, tips, techniques, and exclusive interviews that I only share on my website, go to Moustafa.com. And until next episode, live passionately.